I'm talking. This is my regular. I'm talking things with better now. Oh, things with better now. Ooh, we better. Oh, yeah. This is my regular. I'm talking things with better now. Oh, this is my regular. I'm talking things with better now. Oh, things with better now. Ooh, we better. Oh, this is my regular. I'm talking things with better now. Oh, things with better now. It's my regular. I'm talking things way it's my regular. I'm talking.
We better talking to song. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, family? It is it Tequila Tuesday? Try, 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 try. Ooh, child. Good morning, y'all. I don't know what Trey on over there. But anywho, welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. I appreciate it so much. I hope, listen, I know it's early, and sometimes when I speak like people do like I do, since I've been up since 4 a.m. I expect others to have been up since 4 a.m. Have a good day at work, Miss Margie. Have a good day at work. And Nicole, y'all come on in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And so
What's
when
up,
I
fool?
say, what's up, food? And so when I say I hope everybody's having a beautiful day, I know most people they just not getting started, child. Mine be halfway through by the time I go live. But well, actually not halfway through because it still, be a long day. But anywho, thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate it. Listen. We're going to try to get into and conclude this testimony of Mr. Chad. What is Chad's name? Is it? No, not Chad. Hell, what is this man's name? Captain Jason Chapman. That's who it is. Jason Chapman. We're going to try to conclude his testimony today so we can get into others. Okay, Brooks. Good morning, Slade. You sound much better. Girl, listen, Slade. Girl, thank you. Fun, I'll be up, girl. I promise you, I will be up, fun. And you know what? I see you've been trying to call me. That probably would be a good time to call me because other times when you call me, my phone be in the back. I be all everywhere else. I miss your call. I be planning on calling back. The shit don't never happen. So actually, if you call me at 4:15 a.m. fun, you may get me. Honestly, hey Raina, I'm in and out. Okay, boo. Thank you for supporting. Yeah, Chapman. Thank you, Chatty. Thank you. Um, but yes, like I feel much better, girl. Listen. So, I don't really take like over the counter stuff. Like if I take anything as far as medication, it's my medicine prescribed by my anything prescribed by my doctor. It be, I do my vitamins and stuff, and I may do some herbs or something like that. But I don't really do over the counter stuff, right? Because I just don't know. I got a list of things that I definitely can't take, but I still be weary of, you know what I'm saying, like other stuff over the counter. So I really don't do a lot of over the counter stuff. But and then I was gonna wait till I go to the doctor tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, to get something prescribed. But I was in the store yesterday and I was feeling so bad, y'all. Actually yesterday I really felt bad. I know y'all noticed I didn't go back live or anything. And not only was I feeling bad, physically I was feeling a little disturbed in my spirit, which I still do, but listen. You got to pray. Pray, you got to pray. Pray, girl. You got to pray just to make it today. Yes, I'm singing MC Hammer, damn it. But so anywho, long story short, we was in Walmart and I actually I was in another area or whatever, and Tony went over to the the little medicine area, and he got me this Fat Mama. Go look at my nightstand and give me that Theraflu stuff. Actually, he was gonna get me the y'all know what? Cause see, me myself, like when I'm sick and feeling, as far as colds or sinus infections, I like heat. I like heat. Like I take hot showers. I like heat. So Tony was gonna get me, y'all know the Theraflu that you boil the water and you put the little packets in, the little Theraflu stuff. He went over there to look for me some of that. But he said they didn't have any, so he got this other Theraflu liquid or whatever, which I ain't never took. But I read it and I was like, shit, fuck it. I'm just gonna try this because I was just feeling so bad. And we was on our way out to eat. And so we had stopped by the store, whatever. Long story short, I took some last night. Now, when I drank the cup, because it told me how much to drink or whatever, and I drank it, I felt sort of kind of, I won't say drowsy or sleeping. I told y'all, I can't take nothing without getting it. Everything I take make me drowsy. Okay, this is what it is, y'all. It's a liquid form and it's called Theraflu Express Max. Severe cold and cough, and it's supposed to help with cough, nasal congestion, sore throat pain, fever, headache, body aches, and runny nose. And I had all of that, y'all. Honestly, I did. And so, like I said, I took some. And immediately when I took it, I felt a little sleepy. I felt a little drowsy or whatever. And I was up. I was up for a minute. And baby, next thing I know, I was out like a light. I was out like a light. And when I woke up this morning, I felt better. Now, I can't take this shit during the day because then I won't get anything done. Because, like I said, it put me on my back. But I may sip some later tonight when I go to sleep. And it made me feel so much better. I think I may take one more dose. I'm not going to take too much of it because, like I say, I don't know if I should be taking it at all. I need to call my doctor's office and see. But I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I feel better. So, yeah.
That's that little orange red looking stuff. It's good.
Well, actually, it's the berry flavor. It's not red. It's like a dark red, but it's the berry flavor. It's
Red
really, really
orange
thick.
flavor. I think that's the only flavor it come in. I didn't bought it before.
Yeah. Yeah, but listen, it made me feel so much better, like overnight. Actually, it literally did. I got up. I felt like, I needed to blow my nose, wash my face, brush my teeth. And when I blew my nose, it was like, oh my God, it just came out. And I do feel better, y'all. So, Slay, thank you for asking, girl. Hopefully, if I take one more dose, I'll be all the way good. You know what I'm saying? Because I am going to take one more dose because it made me feel so much better. But anywho, because, to be honest, my ear and my throat had started hurting yesterday. And so I felt like I was getting worse. So, with that being said, y'all, let's get into it. We're going to get into, and let me put up his image. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let's see. Mr. Chapman. I am hell bent on finishing his testimony today so we can get into other testimonies. Um, So with that being said, let's get into it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. Please be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind, and also feel free to support the channel. Thank y'all so much, and thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. Let's go. Okay, now remember, y'all, when we ended on yesterday, they had left for recess. And so they're now all coming back in after the recess. And he's about to get into the remainder of his testimony. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be cross-examination. If not, cross-examination is coming up pretty soon. So here we go. Okay, I got it on max. Okay. Right now, they pretty much. Right now, they're pretty much coming back into the courtroom, y'all. And there's the lawyers are standing around talking or whatever. They're waiting for the judge to bring the jury back in, okay?
All right, thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, our testimony. I'm going to show you a handful of pictures. I'm going to mark. I've marked and I'm going to identify. I ask you to please identify him.
I think this is still direct. I think this is still questions from the prosecution, y'all. So cross-examination has not started yet. Thank you, ebooks. Y'all hit that cash app and support your girl if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay.
You offer them all into evidence?
I am.
They are admitted without objection.
Permission to publish?
Yes.
And I think, Your Honor, I think we already established that the drone footage has been placed into evidence, and I would request permission to play that first, and then I'll go to the papers. Sorry. Captain Chapman, as we were discussing earlier, you did record, describe the process of what you did with the drones and why you would surveil the area.
Took pictures with our drone just to give an overall. Some of the agents have different job descriptions that day. Some of my personnel had different job descriptions that day. In order to have something as a reference point to go back and work with later, we took the department issued drone and took a couple aerial videos so that we could use them for reference later.
And Your Honor, request permission for the witness to sort of direct the geography of the drone footage. If you would please step down.
Sure.
And if you could identify for the jurors as videos played what we're actually looking at. I appreciate it.
In the image currently, what we see is the main house, the Murdoch residence.
And
Left of that photo would be, between the trees would be the main driveway that comes out.
all right. If you could identify that on the video, the driveway that you're referring to.
Here's how I'll walk up. Yes, sir. So this would be the main structure and the main driveway that comes out from the trees. Ladies and gentlemen, the main structure, or residential structure, the main driveway coming away from it with the trees.
All right, and now looking down the road a bit, Captain Chapman, this road that veers to the left or turns left, what is that road?
So that would have been the route that was described by Mr. Murdoch as how he had left his residence and came to the dog kennels, coming up the road with the planted trees, making a left here, ladies and gentlemen, there. And if you play the video a little farther, that road ends at the instant location with the dog kennels.
And if you would, please describe for us what we're actually looking at with this dog kennel area, identifying the structures in the entry point for the road, the main mailbox area.
Absolutely. So this would be the area coming from the main residence. When we arrived on scene that night, or when, at least when I arrived, right here, positioned with the headlights facing down this way, would have been Mr. Murdoch's vehicle. You keep hearing reference of the airplane hangar or the main shed. That would have been the large structure here. The dog kennels are the smaller one you see in the background that runs perpendicular, and the driveway goes out to the road. Do I need to show you, ladies and gentlemen, here?
Please do it. Just go through what these structures are.
So again, the roadway coming from the main residence. Here you have what's been referred to as the hangar. Mr. Murdoch's vehicle was parked in this general area here with the headlight shining down this direction. Dog kennels. This is the large grass area that we were referring to when we were talking about the tire impressions and the dude. And this is a separate structure that sits off to the side.
And where would the entry point for the Moselle Road be on this just still shot?
Following straight down between the hangar and the dog kennels, going all the way through the tree line, the Moselle Road entrance would be back here.
I'm going to just play it one time without stopping.
Hey, Miss K.
All right, thank you, Captain Chapman. I'm going to play the second drone video. If you would, please, please tell us what we're looking at from this perspective right now.
Yes, sir. So this would be the back portion of the airplane hangar. The driveway, the vehicles at the bottom of the screen. This driveway goes back around and connects back to Moselle Road.
And is this the hangar that you were
This is
referencing?
the airplane hangar as we've been referring to it.
What is this structure on the top side of this image in the far back?
I believe that's a cleaning shed, for a processing shed for animals. If you're going to process a deer that you killed, have like a walk-in freezer, sinks, floor with drain in it.
All right, describe to us what we're looking at from this perspective, if you would.
Certainly. So if you came in the Moselle entrance, which was the entrance that we were dispatched to, the 4147, and you turned by the mailbox off of Moselle Road and you came in the dirt driveway, you would be coming up between the two structures. You have your airport or airplane hangar on your right with the red tin roof, the dog kennel on your left. That was the vehicle that Mr. Murdoch was driving when, at least he said he was driving when I arrived on scene. At the time, the flashers were flat. I believe they actually still are in the drone video. The hazard lights are on all the way back from where dispatch initially advised him to cut them on for arrival. The large shed in the background back there is just simply another tractor shed.
And Captain Chapman would you identify where the body of Paul Murdahl was located when you arrived on
Yes, sir.
this picture?
So the dog kennels on the left of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. If you were to look towards the end of that structure, right where the gravel and the roof line are, and then step back approximately 5-6 feet, that would have been the location of Paul's body.
And where would Maggie's body be located?
And Maggie's body would have been just beyond the roof line of the red airplane hangar, on the side closest to the Suburban.
The trajectory of the vehicle that Mr. Murdahl was operating and actually left parked there, where would his headlights have been directed to?
As it sits now, which is, I believe, the same it was when I arrived on scene, the headlights were pointed on Paul's body.
And this structure, just past the white roof, which is identified as the kennels, what's that run structure there?
I believe that was like a chicken coop or a chicken pen.
I'm sorry, y'all. When it's silent, they looking at the monitors. They're looking at the actual video. Okay, so that's what's happening when it's silent.
Mentioned before when we were talking about the tire tracks that you noticed in the dew of the grass, that you were trying to identify the location of those tracks. As part of your investigation in conjunction with Detective Rutland, did you identify this black truck that we see pictured here?
We did.
Was the black truck, did any of the tracks line up to that black truck?
No, sir, that's what got us back to that location, looking at the tire impressions, was that we were trying to determine if that was the vehicle we believe that Paul may have driven to the kennels.
And did you check the truck to see if it was physically warm to the touch or?
It was not.
Also here, Captain Chapman, the kennel run, I think you already identified, is that the structure with the white roof?
Yes, sir.
The silverish white roof in the background on this image? And the feed room located where Paul actually was sort of straddled, where would that feed room be in this image?
If you look at the right corner of that building, and you can see the white frame door just above the red roof, that would be the area of the feed room.
And with the court's permission, I'd ask the witness to identify that on the screen, if you would.
Thank you, Your Honor. This would have been the area of the feed room here. This would have been the area of the feed room here.
And while you're there, Captain Chapman, would you please identify in this angle where Maggie Murdaugh would have been located?
Yes, sir. Maggie was in this area here. Here.
Did you become aware through the course of your investigation of footprints on the side of the hangar?
Yes.
How did that occur? What brought your attention to that first, and what did you do as a result?
Detective Rutland approached me at some point in time after her arrival with the search warrant that she had located
Hey,
a set
Tanya.
of prints.
Good morning.
The prints appeared to be a flat style print, like a flip flop or a sandal of some type. And that they were to the left of this hangar door in the dirt underneath the left lean-to of the hangar.
And if you mean to the left of the door, in the image, do you identify an orange lawnmower there?
That's correct. In between that mower and the wall.
If you would, describe what you did and what you and Detective Rutland decided to do to examine these footprints.
She came over and alerted me to the presence of the footprints or shoe impressions. I went over with her. We started at the side of the hangar here that you see in the image by the orange mower. At that particular point, you could only see those sets of tracks or shoe impressions in the dirt. We then walked around the other side, and you could see that they were also on the other side of the hangar, the far side of that structure. So then we made the decision to walk a line off of those tracks from one end to the other to ensure that there was no evidence of firearms, blood, anything underneath that hangar along those shoe impressions, which we did not locate anything but the single set of shoe impressions. And they appeared to go from one end of the hangar to the other, turn around and come back.
Is that a still image of the area between the hangar and that lawnmower?
It is, sir.
And is that the location where you noticed the treads, the footprints?
It is, sir.
I'm handing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 194. Could you please describe what you see in that picture?
This is a picture of the footprints along the edge of the hangar structure.
I'm handing you what's been marked and entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 195. Please describe what you see in that picture.
Again, another photograph depicting the shoe impressions along the edge of the
And those are the shoe impressions that you personally viewed on scene at Moselle.
Yes, sir.
I'm also handing you what's been entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 200. Are you familiar with what that is a picture of?
These are the shoes that were on Miss Maggie at the time. I believe they're crime scene or autopsy photos from afterwards.
Y'all, I know I put it up yesterday, and I'm not gonna leave it up, but I'm gonna show y'all what he looking like. This is pretty much how he look like at all times, y'all. It's really weird. Did I take it down? No, there it is. This is Alec Murdaugh in the courtroom. It's just, but okay, so of course I can't make it move. I wish I could make it move because he's looking like that, but he's also like shaking. He's also like shaking, and then every now and again he'll make it like he's weeping, but he never takes the glasses off. He never wipes his eyes. He's just, it's just a sight to see. It's
All
not
the
funny.
drug use and dried up his tear ducts, truth.
Well, oh, listen, y'all. I meant to tell y'all when I first came on, but I was rambling. So, um, talked to D True this morning. Actually, I talked to him yesterday, but I talked to him this morning. And D Truth has been working he's been working day and night. He wanted me to let y'all know that he's not gone anywhere. He misses y'all, but he's working. And he'll be back soon.
You know what?
He
I'm
sounded
just
so
noticing
tired.
that nigga been. My bad. I
Go
just
ahead, go
noticed he
ahead.
was missing. I just noticed he was missing like Miss Loretta.
How can you how can you not miss D True?
I be having a lot of
He was
shit going on, but I
apologizing to
just
me.
noticed he ain't been up here since that show the other day.
Oh man, he
In
apologized
the
to me.
chat.
Yeah, he apologized. Good morning, Brandy. He look at fun. He apologized to me for I'm going in and out. Let me know if I continue to do so, Evil. Let me cut this Wi-Fi off. Yeah, we had a
Fun, you done ran the truth away. Being the mayor was too much responsibility for him. Oh shit.
true.
Come back through.
Anywho, he was apologizing to me for not being able to, come on, cause y'all know the truth is my man when it comes to these um, true crimes and things of that nature. Am I still chopping up, Tanya? Okay, y'all,
Tony!
turn it back there in the bait, Chad.
See, he
Listen,
ain't been speaking to me. What the fuck is going on?
Tony, will you please come speak to Trey?
He got beef with me for real.
He
Juicy
think
Cam,
you
look what you
got beef
started.
here. Trey, I can't yell too loud. I'm gonna have to get. I'm like in between. I'm like in the middle of the front and the back, and he's in the back. But my throat, I can't.
See,
Ebro,
your
let me
throat.
know if I'm still going in and out. Will you come speak to Trey? He having a fit.
See, we told you about all that sucking you was
Yeah, can
doing the
you
other
come
night.
speak to
Look at
Trey?
your
He
throat.
think you beefing.
You
Cause
done
the
broke your
juicy
damn
Kim.
esophagus.
Who went where? Fat mama them gone. What, you naked? He butt naked, y'all. They gone. Y'all, we freaks right here. I'm sorry. Phone said Ebooks. I thought it was me. She going in and out. I didn't hear. Can y'all hear me now?
Well, never mind. Tell him to stay in there for y'all start having sex. Stop. Go back. That's why your
Fun.
throat
Can
messed
y'all
up
hear me
now.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know if they can
What?
hear you. I
She
can hear
saying I'm
you.
still going in and out. I don't understand why.
What up,
Maybe it's
what
your
up, what
device,
up,
phone.
money boy?
What's going on, Tony? I said, my bro, don't mess with me no more. What happened? No.
Hey, man, you had to do me like that.
It's not true, sir. It's not true.
Juice Kim came out and said, that you and her got a thing going on. Now, who lying?
And
You or Juice Kim?
see, me and Juicy Kid had a whole argument about that on Anaya's show last night because she said we was in a relationship and we wasn't fucking. I said we wasn't in a relationship then because I'm not in no relationship. I ain't having sex.
Trey, you not only do you Trey, you need to stop it. You need to stop it. Now you got simples that's coming with the obsessive. I'm gonna have to call Juice Kim and see what's going on. Cause see, it's something going on.
I ain't gonna have my baby around here freaking going on.
Mm-hmm. Who you talking about? Me or Juice Kim?
Just kidding.
You a cheater, Tony. You are a cheater.
You already said I'm a cheat.
Yeah, they say you're a cheater. You're a cheater. Trey,
He living up to his title.
Right. Trey, did you lie or did Juicy Kim lie? Who lied, Trey?
Juicy Kim, man. Like, you've seen all these women do this before. It's Juicy Kim.
You stupid. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Now, when she come up on the panel later on the day and bust your ass and go the fuck off, I don't want to hear nothing. I ain't
We
in
did
this.
it last night. I think they set us up last night. Niggas dropped off the panel and just let me and Juicy Kim talk for hours.
I heard about it.
I
I
think
ain't
we got
seen it, but
set
I
up.
heard about it.
I
Oh,
think
it's
we got set up,
my
G.
bad. I was using my phone for my McDonald's rewards in the drive-thru. What?
She was
What is
connected to
this
the
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi. That's why you was going in and out.
I cut my Wi-Fi off. I'm on my data now because I know it's probably acting up because it was a shortage. Like, I'm not. Why I keep saying
It's the
shortage?
rap was on McDonald's Wi-Fi while she was getting her order listening.
Oh,
Then
it
when
was
she
an
started
outage.
pulling off, it started.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tanya. Oh, I spoke to Tanya. Hey, love, baby. Sweet Baby said, Money Boy Trey, you a lie. I believe my juice Kim.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Tony was in his feelings. Tony, you still in your feelings about it? Do we need to have an intervention with you, Trey, and Juice Kim? Are y'all okay?
Yeah, we all right.
I
Did you
didn't
talk
do
to
it.
Did you
That
talk
she
to Juice
yours,
Kim?
Tony. She yours.
Did she talk? Did you talk to Juice Kim?
No, we ain't talking.
Oh, why you talk to Juice Kim? You mad with Juice Kim?
Yeah, man.
You mad with Juice Kim?
Yeah, I just
Oh.
let's say I won't let Money Boy on go on ham.
Wait, both of y'all trying to get Juice Kim away. Y'all gonna stop.
The Juicy Kid, you done messed up with both of us.
Sound like somebody else I know. Moving on. Go back there. Because you nasty. You fucking with me. I'm trying to do my life. Anyway, we gotta get Juice Kim. Y'all listen. Y'all can't talk about Juice Kim and she not here to defend herself. So we're gonna let that go to later on. All right, y'all. Well, Trey, Tony is not mad with you. Y'all are still brothers, okay? He said you can have that hoe.
Bros over pros.
Yeah, I love my Juice Kim. She gonna get both of y'all asses. I can't wait. All right, y'all. Here we go. Y'all, please be sure to hit the like button. Mine's, what am I looking like on likes? I know I ain't got but 25 people. What am I looking like on likes? And y'all feel free to hit the
42.
huh? What's that, Trey?
42 likes. 42
I got
likes.
42. Honestly, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all also feel free to support the channel. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I don't like all that rain. I love rain, Tanya Renee. I actually love the rain. Thank you, Ebro. They looking at the monitor, y'all. I hate when they get quiet because I know y'all can't y'all don't know what they doing.
The car operated by Mr. Myrtle that night, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And are those headlines directly aligned with where Paul's body would have been laid?
Yes, sir.
And from this perspective, where was Maggie's body located?
Close to the front of the Green Ranger to the left of the vehicle.
And from which direction did Mr. Myrtle indicate he drove to the scene from? Which direction would that have come from?
Bottom right-hand corner of the picture that you're seeing now.
Chapman, I'm just asking you to identify just very quickly, these are stills from the video feed. What does that show?
That's the dirt road between the hangar and the dog kennel.
And that would be State's Exhibit 192. This is State's Exhibit 191. And what does that show?
That's the, like you said, a cleaning shed, processing shed for animals, had a walk-in freezer floor with a drain in it.
I'm showing you State's Exhibit 190. What is that image of?
Looks like the area of the first two kennels closest to the
Does that reflect the two kennels with the two dogs on either side closest to the feed room?
closest to the feed room.
And I'm showing you what's marked as State's Exhibit 189.
That's the,
Is that another close-up of the water?
that's close up of the water just outside the feed room.
And I'm referring to the pictures we just reviewed. This would be State's Exhibit 193. Is that where you physically walked with Detective Rutland?
It is, sir.
And to be clear, when you observed the footsteps in the sand there, were they the only footsteps present?
There was only one style of shoe impression when we first observed that went from one side of the hangar to the other.
All right, Brandon,
back.
be safe. Hey,
And it was
Nicole.
that smooth style
And I don't have my
shoe
glasses.
impression.
And you say there and back, does that mean the
Okay,
footprints
boo.
to you indicated they had walked one direction and then walked the opposite direction back? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, sir. We weren't able to tell at which point, which side they entered initially, but they walked completely from one side of the hangar all the way underneath the lean-to the other side of the hangar, or turn around and come back.
I'm now showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 194. Describe the types of treads we're seeing in this picture, if you could.
Certainly. If you remember, I stated earlier that after locating the shoe impressions, Detective Butler let me know the impressions were there. I went over, we checked both sides and realized that they ran what we could tell with a flashlight from one side to the other. So we made the decision to walk straight through, keeping the shoe impressions that we were concerned about in between ourselves and the wall of the hangar structure, never crossing those actual shoe impressions. We went from one end to the other just to see if they were joined by any other shoe impressions, if there was any blood, if there were any weapons, so forth. We made one trip down and back and we did not locate anything.
And I'm now showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 195. Would that be a close-up of these impressions that you observed?
It is, sir.
And specifically the items in the middle with the flat tread? Would those be the footprints that you noticed that night?
Those were the ones initially identified by Detective Bluntlet and pointed out to myself. The ones with the shoe impressions with the actual designs that would be left of those in this photograph, those are myself and Detective Bluntlet.
I'm going to move to publish what's been marked as and entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 196 and 197. These are images of sensitive nature, have the cover sheet. I've advised counsel and our table to obscure the monitors. Showing you what's been marked and entered into evidence as State's Exhibit 196. Are you familiar with what this is an image of?
Yes, sir.
What does this show?
That's the lower portion of victim Maggie's body.
And specifically referring to the lower portion of the body, but her footwear. Are these the footwear that you observed on her that evening?
Those are they appear to be an accurate reflection of what she was wearing the night I was there.
Were you able to compare those, the general size and shape of those foot treads to the ones that you personally observed on the side of that hangar?
General impression, they are similar in nature and design and size. There were no measurements physically taken by myself or Detective Rutland.
Thank you. I'm publishing what's been marked and placed into evidence as State's Exhibit 197. And this is a similar photograph with just a slightly different angle. Is that the same treads and same footwear that you observed previously?
Again, that what we believe that what we saw on the side of the building is a very close match as far as design and size as to those.
I'm showing you now what's been marked and placed into evidence as State's Exhibit 200. Are you familiar with that? I know you already described it, but tell us again what we're looking at.
Again, those were the shoes that were removed from victim Maggie's body at the scene, and the ones that we were visibly comparing the shoe impressions to.
Thank you. Let me turn the lights on. Out of your way. Did you at one point have a be on the lookout or a bolo placed on any particular vehicle that night?
Yes, sir. I believe I explained earlier that we had asked if anything was missing from the scene and trying to determine how Maggie and Paul got to the dog kennels. And after checking the F-150 that was in the picture we showed you earlier, the dark colored F-150, and the Ranger had a flat tire, neither one of those matched up. I actually asked Mr. Murdoch if he knew how they got down there, and he said he wasn't sure, but they should have driven Paul's truck, which was described as a white Ford F-250. We noticed that the truck wasn't there. It wasn't up until that point that Mr. Murdoch, probably with everything going on, did not realize the truck wasn't there. And at that point in time, to our units at our agency, it was boloed out as possibly having been taken from the scene or removed from the scene.
And what happened? Were you able to locate the car eventually?
That was done sometime that night while we were on scene the very following morning. And I'd have to look back at notes to tell you exactly, but I believe it was around 10:30, 10:45 next morning. That vehicle was located just inside Hampton County off of Highway 63.
Captain Chapman, referring back to the tire tracks, I know you spent some.
Good morning, Candy Corn.
The source and origin of those tire tracks. When you were attempting to investigate those tire tracks with Detective Rutland, did you have a chance to then observe Mr. Murdoch's demeanor?
Yes, sir. And we discussed, there were changes at the time.
What kind of changes?
Again, he did appear very upset, heavy breathing, distraught. When we asked the specific questions in regards to the tire impressions and we began looking at the tire impressions, it was just a change. The breathing slowed and he began to watch us work more closely, sometimes out the corner of his eye. And after we moved away from that area with the tire impressions, the demeanor change returned back to upset.
Beg the court's indulgence.
Good morning, Ms.
Questions from the
Carla.
state? Thank you, Captain Chapman.
Sir.
Captain, my name is Dick Harpoon. I don't think we've met before.
No, sir.
Okay, y'all. Okay,
I
so
represent Alex.
fine. Here come Dick. Okay, y'all. This is the cross-examination. Okay. The fence finna question Mr. Chapman. Y'all, please hit that like button. Thank y'all for the likes. I honestly appreciate it. Y'all be sure to hit that cash app and support the channel. Let's go.
Murdoch. And let me ask you a couple
Oh,
of
Lord.
questions. One, and let me deal with these in a different order.
Certainly.
But you indicated that if Mr. Murdaugh had taken the pulse tried to take the pulse of his dead son on his neck, or his wrists were under him, did he indicate to you he had tried to roll his son over?
To me, no, sir. He did not.
Okay, tried to move him at all. Secondly, if he did get blood on his fingers or hands, were you aware that there was blood found on his shorts?
I was not, sir. Again, I was asked only about my visible observations and just did not see anything at the time.
Right, nothing on his shirt
No,
to
sir.
indicate. Okay,
And I was unaware that anything was found.
but you're not saying that you didn't see anything that would confirm he didn't smear
That's
blood on
correct.
himself, right?
That is correct.
But you're not saying that you have evidence he didn't try to check the pulse of his dead son?
I am not. No, sir.
Okay. So, and I think you indicated that his demeanor was consistent with somebody who had just found his wife and son butchered.
His demeanor upon my arrival and
Hi,
initial
Sirius.
conversation with him was one who was,
Thanks
of
for
someone who was
joining.
upset.
Okay, now let's talk. Just a moment ago, you said something about when you started looking at the tire tracks on the grass, in the grass.
It was a change of demeanor, yes, sir.
Well, a change of demeanor that perhaps he thought you had some evidence that would point to the killer of his wife and child?
Are you asking me if that was the change?
Was the demeanor consistent with that?
It was simply a change in demeanor.
Right.
And could it be?
Yes.
Sure, it absolutely could be. It was just a noted change in demeanor.
His interest.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You were over there looking at tire tracks, and perhaps you had discovered a different car or a different tire track, and did you follow all those tire tracks?
We attempted to follow out everything we could. As I mentioned earlier, it was just impressions, dew impressions, wet impressions, not actual tracks.
Did you take pictures?
By the time that we did that, the rain started and SLED's crime scene was arrived. Again, we were rushing against the weather. The images, I believe we discussed earlier, were the only ones captured by body cam.
Right.
And
it's the body cam is not.
our focus at the time was to secure the largest items of evidence that were identifiable to make sure that the weather didn't damage them. And by that time, SLED's team was on the scene.
Okay, and now there was two other sets of tracks, one of them coming out of the shed. And I believe your notes indicate that was the caretaker or the caretakers. Now, was that the caretaker that took care of the dogs or somebody else?
There was a set of tire tracks or impressions that went through the dirt underneath the hangar
Right.
lean-to. Initially, we didn't know whose they were, what vehicle had left those tracks. And the drone footage, you can actually see the agent still processing those. Believed it later, I was told that they matched the tire tracks of someone that came to take care of the dogs.
Okay. Now, we heard from the fire chief a little while ago. Were you here in the courtroom?
No, sir, I was not.
Okay. He indicated that there were, on the road that led out to the Moselle Highway, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
No, could we put the, Wait a minute, wait.
I probably can't hear them right now.
Overview of the house and kennel.
What now?
Overview of the house and kennel.
They're doing something sort of, the lawyers are talking.
Well, no, go ahead, give me the first one. It may be in there. Okay, so, were you informed that the chief of police had found some tire tracks on the road leading in, or out to the Moselle Highway behind? And if you look at the screen, this road where the cars are parked on either side of the road, that is that road, correct?
For clarification, the chief of the fire department or chief of the police department?
I'm sorry, chief of fire
Just
department.
want to make sure I was answering correctly, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I was not made aware by Chief McCoy of anything back there, but it doesn't mean that he didn't see something.
He apparently informed your deputies of that. They never communicated that to you?
I was not made aware of any tire impressions of potential evidence down that driveway.
And, I think, Sergeant Green
Yes, sir.
indicated that it was communicated to him by the fire chief. Were you aware of that?
I was not, sir.
Till I just said it, you were not aware of that?
I was not made aware of anything that they believe was a possible extension of the scene that went down that driveway. No, sir, I wasn't.
If the fire chief had seen, and he testified he saw distinct tire tracks on that road, he thought it had some evidentiary value. He's not a police officer. Had you been made aware of them, would you have taken photographs, or I guess they don't use plastic casts anymore?
We still do. Yes, sir. I would have done my best to preserve it, whether that meant photographic form or protection by other means from the approach, and whether I would have.
Okay, so, go ahead and let that run for a minute. I may want to stop it, deal with another issue. Okay, stop it right there. Okay, yeah, right there's good. Now, if you'll watch where I'm pointing to,
Yes, sir.
these are that's the dog shed right there, right?
That is correct, sir.
And right around here would have been where, Paul's body was.
Close to the end of that structure, yes, sir.
And Maggie's body would have been on which side of Alex's car?
The end of the red roof on the driver's side.
Right, now, are you aware that he discovered the bodies, called 911, drove back up to the house, and then came back down?
From listening to his statement and from the 911 call, I was aware of it.
And
Hold on.
Hey, Morris voice.
Who, and that person is who is that? Thank you. I do work hard for the money. Can y'all please somebody cash out me? I think my cash app is broke. Who the hell is
Hey,
Morris
Morris voice. How you doing? That's come correct.
Oh.
She done changed her name to Morris voice.
Oh,
It
no.
sure is. It sure is. You see,
Oh
you got
my
a nice
God,
voice.
man. I seen that person come, because see, I was looking at StreamYard, right? So I seen that person come in to speak, but I was like, okay, I'm not finna say nothing yet. I'm just gonna watch this person. I'm just gonna watch and see what the hell they say, but because see, on StreamYard, y'all, I can't see mod sticks. And then I went to my phone, and then I seen it.
And girl, then you got the diamonds in your mouth with the teal lipstick cut up there. I see what you doing.
Come correct. What the hell is wrong with you, come correct? Huh? So Trey, did you call her that?
Yeah, I said she got a Morris voice.
Oh my God. I can't with these shenanigans. You know what? Oh Lord have mercy. Shit be going on in my camp. I don't even know what the hell going on. Come correct. They got a whole damn new Morris voice. Okay. All right, come correct. All right, heathen. All right.
You got a shotgun, came back.
Yes, sir.
And the shotgun was there, which sort of corroborates.
Fine, baby, get your sister. Can you please get her?
His statement, right?
I was made aware of that, yes, sir, that Sergeant Green took the shotgun from him upon his arrival and secured it.
And you can also
Oh,
hear
Lord.
the seatbelt
Oh,
thing
Jesus.
going on as he drives away.
Oh.
You know?
You can hear that in the background of the 911 call.
Right. So this is where he came back, not necessarily when he pulled up to begin with, correct?
My understanding that is the way the vehicle was when he returned and the initial officers arrived on scene.
Right. So you don't know where the car was positioned. We first came down and discovered Maggie's body and Paul's body, correct?
My knowledge to it would be limited to his description of having taken a very similar route back to the house, but close but not exact. Yes, sir.
Now, what is this green hedge or whatever?
If I'm not mistaken, it was a grapevine, but the structure on the other side of it, a chicken coop.
You remember how tall that grapevine was?
Fine. Don't
I
act
don't know
like that.
exactly, but looking at the image, it's fairly tall,
10 feet,
I would say at least.
at least. Now, if you were at the house, looking down this way, there's some pine trees between this area and the house.
There are, sir.
And then there's, if you're trying to look at the dog pens, there's obviously a 10-foot at least, what'd you call it?
The kennels,
No, the vine,
grapevines?
grapevine,
Yes, sir.
10 feet tall. So you could not see from the house the dog kennel because of the pine trees and the grapevine, correct?
I would venture to say you could not see the position of Paul or Maggie's body from the house
At night,
at night.
right? And this is not a well-lit area down here, is it?
I don't recall it being extremely well lit, no, sir. There was some artificial light, but I wouldn't call it extremely well lit.
Okay. So
I know, right, fun? Me too, girl. Me too.
go ahead and continue running the video, please. And this was on the next morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keep going. Okay, stop. That black truck, whose black truck is that?
That's the vehicle that we checked that evening that I believe is,
I know
was
you,
titled as a
Bruce.
farm truck, just around the farm truck.
And is that the one you checked to see if it had been driven lately?
That's the one that Detective Brutland and I looked to see if those wet tire impressions matched up to the position of that vehicle when we arrived. Those particular impressions did not, and the vehicle was not warm to the touch.
Okay, but that would have been the previous night?
The night of the incident, when we arrived, yes, sir.
The night prior to this, but could Paul have driven that truck down there?
It would depend on what time he drove the truck down there, but the impressions that we were looking at, that we referenced when asked earlier by the Assistant Attorney General, they did not come to the back of that vehicle. They didn't come from that vehicle. Did he drive that vehicle to the scene? I can't tell you that, yes or no, but the impressions that she and I were looking at did not match the position of that vehicle.
Right.
Yes, sir.
But Paul earlier could have driven that down there.
He could have, it's very feasible he could have driven anything out there that night or earlier in that day, but just not that vehicle for those particular set of impressions.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Back that up just a little bit, please.
Hey, Kit Kat. Thanks for joining.
Back it up a little bit. Back it up a little bit more. Back it up. Okay, a bit more. Now, stop. So the tracks that you found from the caretaker, where were they?
In the image that you're looking at now,
May I
ladies
ask
and gentlemen,
question?
they would have been to the right of the open door in the center, underneath that large lean-to section. So the right side
Come
of
down
it.
here and point it out for me.
You understand? Yes. Thank you, sir. You can actually see the agent speak there, where she's still actually processing.
Okay. Were there any other tire tracks? Any other tire tracks? Go ahead, take it.
Thanks.
That y'all processed other than those tire tracks?
To my knowledge, that was the only set that they actually, I believe the only set that they actually processed. By then, the only one left that wasn't damaged by weather as well.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. Stop. So, and this road here goes out to Moselle Highway, right?
If you were to take the right T there.
Yep.
By the silver trucks,
Yep.
if you took the right, that would go out to
Good
Moselle
morning,
Road.
Kim.
The left just loops around the
Thanks for
airplane.
joining.
Okay. And if the fire chief had indicated there were tire impressions back here in the dirt, you would have taken pictures or gotten plastic ass or something.
If I had been made aware that there was something there that someone thought may possibly be evidence,
Right.
I would have done my best to secure it, but I was not made aware of any of that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Keep going. Okay, I'm done. Can you do the other one, please? That's the main house, the white building there.
Yes, sir. No, Murdoch residence.
Keep going. Well, that's running. You come down that driveway, take a left at that road, stop. And that, if you kept going straight, you hit the Moselle Highway, right?
If you continued straight out the driveway with the planted trees on either side, that would be a separate entrance from the farm entrance.
Right.
It would have been the main entrance to the residence itself off of Moselle Road.
Right, the main entrance to come to the residence.
That's
If
correct.
you're going to the residence, you come in that entrance.
That's
If you're
correct.
going down to the dog pens, that area, the farm area, you take the entrance with the
I would assume so.
post office box on. Okay, go ahead. And.
Thank you, ask questions. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Let me ask you a few more questions. Let's see. The photos of the footwear, I think the flip-flops or whatever. In one of your reports, you described that as, it looked to you like someone had been pacing. Is that correct?
I did describe it as pacing, I believe,
Is that accurate?
simply because it goes down, turns around, and comes back. It doesn't appear to veer off anywhere in between. And there's nothing, it doesn't start anywhere in particular. It goes all the way across, turns around, and comes all the way back.
Okay, and the pictures that, and I'm gonna look at them here, can I have those? The pictures that were put into evidence a moment ago. Can I use the envelope, please? Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. I can't see this. Huh. Where's the? Is that more? So there's two. No, there's a, yeah, that's something cool. This is 195. See the other pictures in there? These are the other two. So, yeah, no, this one.
You're right.
So as we see in this picture, there you go. Yeah, that's good. We see these flat marks, right? That would be the flip-flops.
The impressions we were following, yes, sir.
Yes. So they're like right here and here and here, and in some instances, these look like, actually, we blew one up and it's got an REI symbol in the middle of it. And they're, in at least one instance, over the flip-flop. Who's that?
The only prints that I'm aware of that we could see that night without blowing anything up was the image of the flat shoe wear that you see, and then what Detective Rutland and myself were wearing when we crossed through.
Well, were you wearing, that's not, but, I mean, is this y'all? Would you have walked over there or here?
Presumably so, because those images weren't there prior to us walking through. I don't remember exactly what shoe style Detective Rutland was wearing and myself, but.
So, let me put this one up. Like this, okay. Again, you can see the pattern of the flip-flops, but you also see these patterned boots or shoes over the flip-flops. Are you telling me those were not there the night before, or you couldn't see them?
No, sir. What I'm telling you is when Detective Rutland and I first observed those impressions, it was nothing but a smooth, small, flip-flop style impression. Went down from one end, all crossed underneath the hanger, all the way to the other, turned around and came back, which is the reason that I referenced it as being a pace. Had it simply crossed underneath, I would have just said crossed underneath. But those were the only impressions. Then she and I walked down the shed, keeping those shoe impressions between us and the wall without stepping on them.
So those were not, I'm sorry.
But we did not photograph them. That information from that point was relayed to crime scene because we had not done any photographs of all at all at that point. We were waiting on crime scene. So anything else that came through after that would presumably be crime scene that would have come and taken a look at the impressions, not us.
Trying to get two issues. First issue,
Sure.
were those patterned shoe prints there the night before when you walked through?
The only print there were the flat smooth ones.
So those, and I'm not trying to belabor it.
I'm sorry.
So those pattern prints came after you saw them the night before?
Correct. The
Okay.
only impressions were the flat smooth.
Okay. And you left and turned it over to SLED to process the scene?
While we were there, again, that was at some point in time while we were there that evening. I didn't leave until like 10 o'clock the next morning. At some point in time, that information was relayed so that they could photograph it. And I don't know whose prints those are. I would assume that they would have been agents that came down behind us and photographed or collected or did whatever.
So we were talking about crime scene integrity earlier.
Yes, sir.
Those aren't your footprints, right?
The ones that are,
Now, I get it. I get it, Dick. You being a dick and you trying to defend your client. I get it. But so what he's focusing on now is footprints that was made after the crime, after crime scene had been out there and took photos and things of that nature. So now he wants to focus on footprints that they discovered after the crime, after the crime scene was taped out for security or whatever. This is the thing. Like, honestly, everybody knows that, pretty much when there's a crime scene, to me, honestly, from watching all the crime shows that I don't watch, real life crime shows and the fake shit, right, Conqueror, once the crime scene has been secured, photos have been taken, prints have been taken, you are prone to have other footprints there. There were people walking around the crime scene. There were, there were police there. There was medics there. There was all this and that and the third. And this is my thing. If them damn prints weren't there the night of the murder and they didn't, what do I want to say? They didn't take photos or get the evidence as far as prints the night of the murder. After that, like, why are you focusing? This man, I get it. He trying to continuously, say that the crime scene was contaminated and and there were prints missed and there were tie tracks missed and all that crap. But baby, no. Like, if them prints weren't there the murder and they happen to be there like a night or 2 nights afterwards, that means one of the damn crime scene people prints. That's who it is. What it is. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna try to what we looking like on time. Oh, we got 30 more minutes. I look like we're going to get through this today. That's why I'm letting it play, y'all. I'm not doing a whole lot of talking because I want to get through this testimony today.
there is a set that would be myself and Detective Rutledge, but they're not going to cross over any of them. That's correct.
Crossover. They're not your prints.
No, sir. If it crosses over one of theirs, it's not mine.
Okay. Who took this picture, do you know?
I do not know.
But it was taken, you think, the next day?
It was taken relatively soon afterwards because it still shows the smooth prints. So it was either taken upon daylight, because again, we didn't leave until like 10 o'clock.
Right.
So I don't actually know.
So is this best practices to walk over evidence before you photograph it?
Can't say that because it wasn't myself or my detective that did that.
I'm just saying,
If they were doing so while processing or while collecting, then inadvertently stepped on one, it's okay because they have other ones to use. But, I'm sure that you would have to probably ask the person that stepped on them and took the photographs.
if one of your detectives had done this, you would not be happy.
I wouldn't be happy, no, sir.
Okay.
Not unless it was done after it was processed and for a reason.
Well, these are the crime scene photographs taken by, we think, SLED, or Solicitor Duffy Stone took some pictures the next day.
Sure.
One of some agency other than yours, but certainly nobody ought to be walking across this stuff, right?
No, again, like I said, they weren't like that when we were there, so.
Let me then go to one of the other pictures you were showing a moment ago. This water,
Yes, sir.
these pictures taken of the water, do you know when they were taken? I'm sorry. 189, 190. Do you know when they were taken?
I know they were taken that evening, sir, but I'm not sure if you're looking at stills off of a body cam or an actual crime scene photograph. So I don't know exactly when, but they were taken that evening, obviously.
In this picture right here, water seems to be coming from the pen, right? From the dog pen?
It appears so, yes, sir.
And there's two full two full pails of water there for the dogs, right?
In the picture, absolutely.
Okay. And then there's some additional water and this is 189 that I'm not quite sure where that is, but that's consistent with the water you saw that night, right?
Yeah, the water that I saw that night, and it was captured very well on Sergeant Green's body-worn camera, it came out of the first two kennels.
Right.
Traveled down a short distance and then over to where, at the time, Paul's body was laid.
So the water that was around Paul came out of the kennels, correct?
I don't know if that's where it came from, but it did come from that direction. And I did not see a hose or a jug or anything else, but it did tail from those first two kennels down to where Paul's body was.
Okay. Now let me, so, this is an item under CR. 196. Keep going. Okay, stop. No, this word.
They're whispering, y'all.
Okay, we'll take it back down a little more. Okay, stop. This was introduced to show what shoes she had on, right?
Previously,
Yes.
yes, sir, it was.
Now, on the back of her leg, right here, did you that night look at that dirt?
I did.
Did you see a footwear impression, partial footwear impression in that dirt?
I saw what could very well be a impression.
As if somebody put their foot on the back of her leg.
It was something out of mud that very well could have been a shoe impression.
On the back of her leg.
On the back
They
of her
put
leg.
their foot on the back of her leg. Do you know what analysis, if any, was done by SLED or any other law enforcement agency to determine if that was a shoe impression, and if so, what kind of shoe? Do you know?
I do not know, sir.
Okay. Thank you. You can turn the lights on, and I'll turn. How do I turn this on? Okay. Okay. So, let me ask you, I got just a couple more questions, maybe. So,
Dick, listen, let me tell you something. I'm sorry, Dick might be he may have been a beast back in the day. I don't know. But honey, Dick ain't Dicking no more. I mean, this man here, he old, y'all. It's time for him to retire. He discombobulated. He I'm not sure, Miss Carla. Maybe we'll hear about it later, girl. I didn't even know nothing about no Philip Flops at first. Hey, Miss Rosie, thanks for joining. I'm just saying, y'all, Dick is just really teeing me off. The fact that he just seemed like he don't know what the hell he doing. Ooh, y'all continue to hit that like button for you, girl, and hit the cash app child. Support the channel. Thank you.
Okay, so when you left that night or that early the next morning, have you come to a conclusion as to any suspect?
Had I come, no, sir.
Okay, are you aware that the next day, the next morning, that your department issued a statement that said, misquote, at this time, there is no danger to the public. If information is received that dictates otherwise, we immediately notify the public.
Okay, so what Dick is doing right here? Did I miss Bayou? Hi, Bayou. Thanks for joining. So what Dick is doing right here is he talking about the statement that was made by the police. That I think it was like the day after the murders, and they said something to the effect of, you know what I'm saying, these murders happened, but the public has no. Cause see, before he said that he asked the guy, Mr. Chapman, you know, when you left there that night, did you come to any conclusions about a suspect? And he said no. So now what Dick is doing is reading the statement that was made by the police that said, you know, even though these murders happened, there's no need for the public to be alarmed. Which, for me to be honest, had I read this statement, I would have thought that yeah, they figured that night before they left there that he did it. They figured that night that he had done it. But the police is saying no, we're not saying he was a suspect that night. But they did say, okay, even though Paul and Megan have been, you know, shot down. Or maybe they could have just felt like maybe it was one of the family members of Mallory Beach, the young lady that died in a boat crash. I don't know. But anyway, let's keep listening.
You aware of that?
The Carlton County Sheriff's Office issued that.
Alton County Sheriff's Department, yeah.
I'm unaware, no, sir.
Let me hand this article up to you. From the Post and Courier.
Objection, I haven't seen this.
My man Ken said, truth, I need to tell you about a case that happened yesterday. It was very sad, and I feel like innocent people fell victim. Email it to me, Candy. Cause see, on tomorrow, what's that, Tuesday? On tomorrow, which I'm gonna start doing, cause I'm gonna try to break. Even though this case is very interesting, and I feel like y'all are interested in this case, what I'm gonna start doing is kind of breaking up the monotony. And what I'm gonna start doing, like in between on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna bring recent cases just so I won't get, you know, so far back up in other cases that I want us to take a look at. I think what I'm gonna start doing next week, and it may even start this week, because I think tomorrow I'm gonna start it. But what I plan on doing is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we'll cover this case. And then on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and maybe Saturdays, if I don't have plans. Now, I know this Saturday is not gonna be possible because my mom's birthday is Saturday, and we are going away, girl. Y'all, I'm going away. I'm going away. Yes, we are going away. Okay, but anywho, yeah, but so I'm gonna start in between, you know, listening to this trial, 'cause this trial is a long trial and it's gonna take a while to finish up, right? So I'm gonna kind of break the monotony, and I'm gonna start coming with other court cases on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays when I don't have anything to do on Saturdays. And so, Candy, email me that, girl. Yes, girl, Mama True birthday is Saturday, girl. My mom's birthday is Saturday. Yes, I'm so excited. I love my mom, y'all. She is the best. I guess you can have a vacation. Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna slip in a live or two. But the thing about my mama is, and Flexa can tell you, cause you know, Flexi, honestly, y'all, when I be with my family on Sundays, is the only person I can literally talk to on the phone. Cause when I'm with my mama child, she is selfish with me. She's selfish with my sister. She's selfish with my brother. She's selfish with all of us, and she don't like us to be walking around on phones and being on phones and being on lives and all that stuff. She feel like family time is family time, and she just don't lost so many family members, y'all. She just cherished the ones that's still here, and she cherished our time. So I am going to be able to probably get in some stuff. I may just do videos of our festivities because we have a whole weekend thing planned. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I need it. She needs it. She's about to retire from her job that she's been on for over 30 years. She's going to be retiring in. She tried to make it to September, but I don't think she's going to make it to September. She's probably going to retire in July. So, um, yeah, we all need it. But anywho, I'll keep y'all posted, child. I ain't gonna tell y'all how old she is because she listens to me sometime. And if I tell her age, she might get mad. Y'all know I still get whoopings. True, just say you gotta go to the restroom. Girl, I'm listening. Now she do know that my mama be playing this shit. She be like, "What you doing with that phone? What you doing with that tablet? Take them earbuds out your ear." That's flexing. Girl, I had to sneak out the house when I talked to Flex. Was it Sunday? Last Sunday. Me and Flex was talking about something good. I had not walked out the house. Cause see, I do smoke, but we don't smoke in my parents' house, right? So I have to walk out the house and go up the. My mama got this like you walk up away from the property to go to her the patio. Well, she got a patio right outside her house, and then she got a gazebo area. So I have to go up there to smoke, and that's basically when I can talk, honey. And if I'm out there too long, she come outside. What you do? How many of y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember I was at my parents' house? This been a minute ago. I was on live. I went live and I was outside and I was talking to y'all and my mama came out there. She came out there to get me. How many of y'all remember that? Child, I was outside too long, honey. She came outside. She said, "Okay, now, how long you gonna be out here?" I want to know if somebody remember that. Child, I tell y'all, my mama don't play, but and social media taken away from family time. Oh, she don't like that. She do not. I'm a listen. I ain't gonna go completely ghost. Hey, Slaying. Hey, Sweetberry said, "True. Don't worry about YouTube. Enjoy your fan." I will. But you said, "I'll see if I can find a case with the lady that poisoned her husband and boyfriend." Ooh, not the husband and the boyfriend. Oh my God, in the case. Oh, y'all see me? Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna start doing a little breaking up the monotony. I'm gonna start bringing other cases in between. So anything y'all want us to talk about, please email it to me. Just do a video bragging about your new car, child. Oh, child. That's the Christian though. That's the Christian. That's all I'm gonna say. But anywho, yeah, y'all. I was gonna tell y'all about that later about my weekend plans, but yeah, that's just a little snippet of what. Y'all so crazy. Y'all ain't shit. I'ma just say it. Kit Kat girl, I can't help it. People don't try to ban me from being born in New York, honey, because I done got came to the Bama and got country, honey.
Yeah, you definitely do not sound like a New Yorker.
Well, I'm sorry, damn it. Okay? It's not my fault. I know where the hell I was born. I was there till I was about 4. I was there till I was about 4, almost 5. And then I came here. But I went to New York every summer. And when I was in New York, they talking about, "Ooh, girl." Especially when I got like a teenager. They used to talk about us bad. Notice how they changed the clickbait title to, "Ooh, y'all, we gonna talk about it." Y'all know we're gonna talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. Yup. All right, y'all. Let me try to. Let me see. Ooh, we might get finished. Oh, let's try to get finished with this, y'all. Okay. Thank
With
y'all.
anything council's referencing. That's bad.
Okay, look like that's ready to take a recess. I don't know if it's finna. Hey, probably finna end right here, y'all. Let me see. Now y'all gonna hear people talking, chattering. Y'all gonna hear papers. Y'all gonna hear all of that because they taking a break and he's excusing the jury and people are standing and things of that nature. So let's see. Sweet babe, true. Please don't talk about. Talk about what, fun? What you don't want me to talk about? Let me know, girl. Y'all, he's shaking. He's sitting down, he's shaking. He ain't even stand up when the people had stand up. He in distress. He is in ah child. All them Christians. Fun. I gotta talk about it. I have gotten requests, girl. Yeah, he is definitely nervous, Kit Kat. I can tell by the way he's looking like even in these early stages of the trial, he felt like things weren't going his way or whatever. And you can kind of sort of tell. You have you seen this footage? Like you can sort of kind of tell he knows that it's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Okay. The article question posed was whether he was familiar with the statement made. He said no. Media article contains all sorts of information not in the record. And not
Okay, I think what they're doing now is the reason why the jury was excused is because the prosecution is arguing something. They're arguing about something that I guess the defense wants to bring into evidence, and I think the prosecution is fighting it. Get somebody else to do it. Who who else am I gonna get to do it, Fun? My people have hit me up in the email and asked that I talk about it. What you want me to do, Fun? Are you telling me to slack on my job like Trey do? Huh? I'm just saying. Oh, Jesus. I ain't even know nothing about no damn car until I got hit up in the email. Them Christians talking about cars. We want to hear about.
Ma'am, I'm enjoyed to what I'm allowed to enjoy the fruits of my labor, ma'am.
I'm not saying you're not. Hey, Jay's E girl. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying I'm
You
not a
said I
slack.
was slacking, I heard you.
Well, I'm just saying you a slacker sometimes. Well, yeah, you a slacker sometimes.
It's
But
the retrograde.
the hell, if you say so. My listen, I've got 6 emails about that damn video. Y'all gonna stop. Oh, let me tell y'all this too. For those that have been emailing me, I got emails y'all that are so damn old that I did not know that I had emails so old. So if y'all get a random response to an email y'all sent me months ago, just read it and keep it moving and pray for me, okay? I got so many emails I have not answered. And I have, since I've been digressing a little bit, I've been going through. Oh Lord, here come fun. Ah, Hold on, hold on. Shout out to that anonymous donation I just got. Thank you. I will keep you anonymous. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you. Y'all hit the cash app. Y'all see my cash app still work. I don't know why y'all sitting here acting like I don't need the money. Y'all know I'm broke. Damn it, man. Hold on. Here come fun, y'all. Oh Lord, Jesus be offense. Oh, okay. I dropped it fun. It finna be some shit now. I can see it. I can feel it in my shana now. Let me try to get through a little of this till she come up, y'all.
Look at being offered into evidence.
Your Honor, I've offered into evidence the post-courier story of June 8th, the next morning, 2021, which contains the quote, which I've just read.
The case is not familiar with that.
So,
Hey, phone.
Go ahead and finish out the video.
Okay, you good?
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, it's like, let me see. Because it's saying that it's like literally, um, yeah, I don't think it's as long as it's saying because it's like they, okay, let me try. I'm going to play some more.
was there a danger to the public the next morning? Were you afraid that some serial killer was out there with a shotgun, AR type weapon?
I can't effectively answer whether or not there's a danger to the public when I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. I am fairly certain that statement wasn't issued by us, and the reason I can state that is because we were not primary, and it is a big no-no for us to issue anything when we're not the primary body. So where that information came from, I'm unaware, and it was never asked for me to approve to send to the sheriff. It would have never came from us.
If such statement had run, as it did in the Post-Courier on the 8th, would the sheriff's department have pushed back on that and said that's not accurate? There'd be a subsequent story I haven't seen.
I wouldn't have, I can't state that. The only thing I can tell you that when I left that morning, I didn't have any information that proved one thing or the other.
So when you left that morning, was Alec Murdaugh a suspect in killing his wife and son?
When I left that morning, I wasn't the primary investigator.
Who was?
That would have been SLED.
You gave the whole case went to SLED.
The whole case went to SLED. We were an assisting body at that
And you were
time.
never consulted after that by SLED?
I was not consulted in the sense that anything was provided to me. We have assisted. I have stored vehicles. I have stored property for them. I have stood by while they executed search warrants. But it was not in a manner in which the information or knowledge they had on the case was shared with me. It was the exact opposite.
On the night of the murders, did your department obtain a search warrant
We did, sir.
for all the property, the house, all of it,
It was obtained for the entire 1,700 acre property,
including the house?
including the house.
And was that executed?
It was executed beginning at the dog kennels at the primary scene.
But did you go to the house?
I did not.
Did your department?
We did not.
Who actually executed the search warrant?
The search warrant was provided that evening to crime scene, which is standard protocol. When they come, they're gonna ask for it. We have to show it. Sledge crime scene.
Okay.
It was given to them. And we stayed, myself and several of my detectives. Several were sent home so they could come in the next morning. And we stayed and assisted. I didn't leave till 9 or 10 o'clock the next morning.
Did you go in the residence?
But no, sir. The drone footage that you saw was the last thing I did at that scene that morning, and then I left and went home.
What about that night, when was a search warrant executed that night?
After that, after that incident there, or that search warrant was executed, I did come back later that
Hey,
day
Slay.
and did a walk around
What
of
you
the
say? I
property.
missed a comment. Ooh, you're in trouble, true. Fun gonna get you true. Yeah, she probably is like she probably is.
That we've been discussing all afternoon. I have never been to the main house.
Never been in.
I have not been in the main house. Not during this incident or any other incident.
If someone from your department going to the main house.
Not that I'm aware of. It wouldn't have been, not as an investigator. Let's put that. None of my detectives, went over there under my direction.
So you gave the search warrant to SWAT, to the crime scene.
Yes, sir.
That gave them the authority to go in the house, correct? That's their.
It gave them, it was signed off on to cover the 1,700
Right,
acres.
but I'm specifically talking about the residents.
Any structure on
Any
structure.
gone in the residence, they could have looked, taken all his clothes to check if they wanted, right?
They could have. I don't know that they did.
Well, we're gonna talk about that later on. They could have, you're familiar with trace evidence, many cases where they check showers or sinks to see if there's a trace evidence of blood, right?
Am I? Yes, sir.
Yes. And, do you know whether they did that or not?
I do not. Again,
You know, that you can, with the appropriate, technology, use, look at the microscopic evidence, see whether it be blood or tissue, or if somebody tried to wash something, you can actually still, in a washed piece of clothing, detect blood or detect tissue, even after it's been washed. You aware of that?
am I aware of that? Yes, I am.
Do you know whether SWAT did that?
I do not. Again,
But they could have that night done all of those things under that search warrant.
presumably so, and I'm not saying they didn't. Again, Mr.
But
Harvey.
they could have. I'm not saying they didn't either. We're never gonna find out.
Sure.
But under the search warrant your department obtained, they had the authority to go in the house, any of the buildings, anywhere on that property, and look for guns, evidence of any sort of crime, evidence of, again, in the shower, in the sinks, trace evidence. They had the authority to do that.
To answer your question, as long as they stay within the scope of the actual warrant that was signed, I don't have the search warrant, and Detective Rutland is the one that
Not too
actually got it.
much.
If they stay within the scope of that search warrant, and they're only searching inside that scope, they had the ability to search structures, vehicles, only 1,700 acres, as long as they're within the scope.
Tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And I'll ask further these questions.
Thank you, sir.
Having said that, Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Any redirect?
Now he's being redirected. Yeah, he's being questioned again by the prosecutor. Okay, defense is done, and now he's being questioned again by the prosecutor, which is redirect.
Captain Chapman, the footsteps that you noticed, I know we've been through quite a bit of it, but council raised this issue. The path you followed, were they consistent with someone who, with a person who started back beyond this area? And then where did they go from there? I'm asking where they went. Where did they originate? Where did they go to? And where did they end?
Objection. Sustained as to the form of the question.
Thank you. If you could, please explain to us where in your estimation, having traced the tracks, where they originated from, where they ultimately went to, and where they ended up.
The shoe impressions crossed completely from one side all the way to the other. With the building to the right, going down, coming back the opposite direction. The only reason I can say that we're fairly certain that it started from the grass side and went through, turned around and came back is because we never saw any impressions similar to that running beyond the airport hangar on the back side.
And the location where, in reference to where these footprints ended, ultimately, and where Maggie's body is located, how did that line up? Describe how they lined up.
If you take a step back from there to the right of that image would have been on the opposite side of the hangar door would have been Maggie's body.
Thank you, Jace E. Thank you,
Referencing State's
baby.
Exhibit
I
190.
appreciate you.
Captain Chapman, do you notice blood marks here in the water?
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection is sustained.
Did you observe blood marks in the water when you were there that evening?
Calling for speculation. He is calling for speculation as to what discoloration in the water, if there is any, was caused by.
I'll lay more of a foundation, Your Honor. Captain Chapman, were you familiar with the scene as this picture depicts?
Yes,
Did you personally view what this picture depicts?
I did.
Are you familiar with the discoloration, and did you observe the discoloration in this photograph on two different areas?
I did see that.
Was that discoloration, in your opinion, consistent?
Objection. He's not been qualified to give an opinion about this matter.
I didn't hear the complete question.
In your estimation,
Your Honor, objection, and if he's going to pursue this frivolous line of questioning, I'd ask the jury be excused. No evidence whatsoever.
Objection is overruled. Pose the question.
in your experience and observation, having observed the scene and all the matter that was there, were those lines in the water consistent with blood?
Objection.
Objection sustained.
Thank you.
You be thanked for any ruling.
No, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm expressing my gratitude is improper. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Your Honor. And just one last question and I understand the court's ruling. Captain Chapman, are the substance there that you identified as having observed, are they in a straight line? Are they in straight lines?
Yes.
Thank the court's
I'd like to make a
indulgence.
motion to strike his questions about blood from the record, and the jury be instructed to disregard those questions.
I've informed the jury that they're to disregard any question when I sustain the objection. They were previously instructed on that.
Yes, thanks.
Yes. Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any further
No, Your Honor.
cross-examination? Thank you, sir. You may step down. If you turn the lights up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this day. Thank you all very much. We'll resume at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Have a good evening. Please remember.
All right, y'all, that's it. We made it. We made it through that testimony, honey. When we come back tomorrow, we'll be beginning new testimonies by somebody else, and I will put it in the title, Who. Okay, so that's the end of that testimony. Fine, Barry.
Yes, I hope it's the housekeepers.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I gotta go and look at my saved videos and see. Mm-hmm.
What's up, Fawn?
Oh boy, what's up, Mary?
Ah.
What is wrong with you, Truth?
I'm laughing at you and Mother Boy. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna laugh no more.
Truth ate some brownies.
He's always on some stuff.
That ooh wee.
Not the
Spider
ooh
Girl,
wee.
come get this, come get him.
I need some of the ooh wee.
What's been going on with Terica?
Hey, hey, listen, Terica
You
living her
following her
best
on
life.
IG and stuff? What she been doing?
I don't follow her on IG, but true
Huh?
about them people. I can't do them no more.
What? I mean,
They done just got ridiculous. All
I'm
of
just
them with
saying,
the
like,
clickbait and just the fakeness, the foolery. I can't. Even the other girl over yonder, down yonder in the Florida. Now she done got the twist. Listen,
yep, yep. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about
no,
it.
we are not. I'm done. I can't stand them people.
I'm just saying, like, what you want me to do for these people are requesting this stuff?
I don't care who them people is. Them people need to go on somewhere.
Damn. So you just gonna disregard some of the true siblings that
Yes.
um
Mm-hmm. I can't fool with them people no more. It's a game. At this point, they it's a game for them.
you think so?
I know so. It's a game.
Hmm. A lot of people
The
feel
beef,
that
the
way.
love over there
A lot,
too
a
far
lot of
gone.
people feel that way. It's the clickbaiting and you know what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a whole lot.
Yeah.
But
And at this point, she desperate. She putting out anything because she can't come on here and eat the seafood and shit every day. I'm done with them people. You can do it, but if you do it, just call me back
call you back.
because I
What is
ain't
you
going.
talking about? Are you dipping?
I'm a dip, boy. I'm a dip so low.
You can't dip. You can't dip. I'm sick of you being a fair weather friend.
Hey, moist voice.
Oh God.
Oh Lord, see,
Oh
oh my
Jesus.
God, my head is hurting.
Look, I only came up here to prove you to settle it once
There's
and for
nothing to
all
settle.
that me and Fawn do not sound alike.
Yeah, you're right. You do have a better voice. It's moist and stuff. You do. You're right.
Oh,
Oh
wait
God.
a minute.
Oh, I'm gonna cover that too, E. Brooks.
I
I
never
got emails
confuse the
on all
voices
these people.
again.
See, listen, every time I start
Thank you,
doing
Trey.
commentary on the Black Mafia family and its cohorts, I get email after email after email. Well, truth, did you see this? Did you see that? Can you please talk about that? And I'll be trying not to, y'all.
You try harder.
What? I had talked about the people in the month of Sunday's fun.
Well, let's try another month and Sundays.
Oh God. I
Let's
can't
talk.
please y'all
Let,
people. I
let's
cannot
talk
please
about.
you people.
No, let's talk about why Fawn always angry.
First of
Fun
all,
is not always angry, come correct. Not
I am
always.
not angry. I am far from angry.
God.
Y'all have not seen me angry. I'm far from angry.
I have not said what why do you saying
We're gonna
fun is
start
angry?
calling you Bitterberry, not Sweetberry.
You, sir, shut up.
Now, when I came up here, now it's been a long time since we've been on the panel together.
Hmm.
Why she gotta come off with the shade? Oh Lord, I got a headache.
Well, maybe she just got a headache.
Oh,
True,
well, because oh my God, I just, with
Trey,
Ebooks
can you
bringing up
drop
the
True?
Christians, and then
Trey,
here
can
you
you
come,
drop
and then you
True?
got Trey.
How
I
you
can't.
gonna drop me? What I do?
You sitting up here co-signing sour berries,
I am
BS.
not. Ooh, sour baby. That's fighting
First of
words.
all, where the hell? You know what?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. Maybe if I lower my voice like this,
Oh,
do I
God.
sound sour now?
Oh, that sounds shady though.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
told you to shut up, Trey.
Oh shit. She is what you call gritting her teeth.
I told y'all she just proving my point. She angry.
No, that's not anger. It's just fed up.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, fine.
It's a difference.
What you fed up with, fun? Talk the truth. Talk to me.
First of all, I'm fed up with people telling me how I feel.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of asking me how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But people want to say I'm angry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do I sound angry?
You
No,
just
I
went
just
to
said
your
I
seat
didn't
and
think.
told the
Yeah,
man
I
to
just
shut
said I
up.
didn't think you were angry. I just said I didn't think you were angry, fun.
Thank you. We talking about them supposedly Christians over there, and I'm fed up with them. I'm tired of them. That's not being angry. That's being tired.
I'm not talking
Hey
about them. I'm talking
man.
about how you greeted me or what you said when I came up on the panel.
I didn't even greet you.
Exactly. That's my point.
Oh Jesus! See, this is
Hmm.
what I can't do.
Don't call on them now.
Oh, Trey, what time you going on? Cause I cannot.
You just told me to shut up.
Now talk when I talk to you. Damn.
Yes, ma'am. As soon as Truth Live ends.
It's just like your mama when she say, um, shut your mouth when I'm talking to you, girl. And then you say something. Oh, she asks you a question and you don't answer. She say, y'all
Did
remember
you
how
hear
Claire
me talking
Huxtable
to
did?
you?
Ah, answer me when I ask you a question. Ah. Oh, Lord have mercy. I cannot. Listen, y'all, we having a live tonight. And I need y'all to come in because we're gonna be talking about a couple of things. We're gonna be talking about a couple of things. And anybody, listen, let me put this out there for the people for the replay. All you true siblings that got beef, I'm gonna need y'all to hit the link so we can hash this stuff out. Cause see, we trying to be peaceful.
I don't have beef.
Well,
Evidently,
it
there's
seems like
folks
some
that
people
got
around here
beef with
got beef.
me.
I'm trying to figure out what the beef is.
I'm not trying to figure out nothing. I ain't got a beef with nobody. If you got a beef with me, you got a beef by yourself.
Lord of Jesus.
I don't
I just
blame
need y'all.
nobody.
I just need y'all to get it together.
I
Fun
got
just need a booty rub. She'll be all right.
Ebooks, let me tell you something. First of all, you know what? I am not even finna get into what I was just about to say. If you're gonna be there, you're gonna be there. You talking about don't come too late and all that. Listen, I can't
It
please
don't matter how
everybody.
late you come. E Brooks is
And that's what I'm
crawling,
talking about. And
stinking
that's what really be
all through
pissing
the
me off.
YouTube
Cause she
streets.
always have a complaint. But either her ass gonna be there or she not. Ebooks gonna make me call her when I get off this damn live. Is what she gonna do.
She gonna be there. You can come on 2 o'clock in the morning. She gonna be there.
And then gonna get up in the morning hollering and screaming at me.
Hey, y'all
Like I
gotta fall
made
back
her.
off my
Like I
Ebrook.
made
Y'all
her
gotta
come.
y'all gotta fall back off my Ebrook. She be working
Ain't
hard.
nobody falling back. Ebooks be fucking with me.
She has every right. She minds hard.
I don't give a fuck. She do my heart, and I commend her for that, and I love her. But that don't mean she
But
got to
she's
give me
still a
hell.
troublemaker.
That don't mean she got the right to give me hell. Come correct.
Look, y'all
Ebooks
all
is like
have the
a
right,
sis on my ass.
and she doing what she's supposed to do.
Oh God. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Look, at the end of the day, y'all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be
Oh
used against
Jesus,
you in a
help us
court of
all.
law.
Lord help us all. Oh Jesus.
It's too early in the week.
I got you,
Ebooks
Ebrook.
said,
I
"Damn, I'm
got you,
leaving."
sis.
Where you going, Ebooks?
Bye. She ain't
Oh,
going
he said
nowhere.
bad.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh shit. Ebooks said, damn, I'm leaving. Ebooks ain't going nowhere, y'all. She ain't going
Ain't
nowhere.
going nowhere. But she talk all that mess. Bring your ass on the panel sometime.
You know what? To be honest, if I hadn't talked to Ebooks over the phone, I would think she was a whole troll, but she's not. She just don't come on the panel. Wait a minute.
Okay,
She
you
been
go on
on
over
the
there.
panel
You'll
though.
never be the same.
She said I'm going over there to help me head in the psych ward.
You'll never be the same, girl.
Kit Kat. I appreciate that girl. That's right. That is right. All right, we gotta get out here, y'all. We gotta go over there to state land and
Okay,
support the tray. And I gotta do some things. I know I'm always multitasking, but I'll be back later. Like I said, we're gonna have a good live later on. I will see y'all then. Thank you, Fun and Come Correct for coming up. Y'all gonna get y'all beef together tonight? Or y'all gonna be able to do that?
I don't know what the beef is.
Well, maybe somebody will tell you because y'all got something going on.
I I have not a clue. I stay in my lane and mind my own business. I didn't
Well,
land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth
Plymouth
Rock
Rock
landed
land.
on me.
Damn it. Margaret X. True her great line. We'll be back. Thank you, ask questions. Thank you, girl. Listen. Conquer, you got anything to say to that before we get off of here, honey? Thank you, by you. Hey, you got anything to say about you? I mean, Conquer. Wait a minute. Conquer gone. Did you tell her to go? Did you tell her to get out?
See, that's my presence is strong. When you know you wrong, hey, it
She
is what it
done
is.
hit the bricks. She gone.
Yep. He didn't want none of this. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that sound like fine words to me. Cockroach, are you a track star?
Yep.
Ah, she gone, y'all. Ooh, that is. See, this got me worried. This got me worried.
Ain't no sense. Don't worry. You got enough to worry about. This ain't nothing to worry about. Trust me.
I'm just saying, I ain't never known Conqueror to run. She done
I
ran.
don't pay no mind to come correct.
I didn't do it.
I don't pay no mind to that one either.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, we got issues here. We got issues.
No, we gonna be all right because you know her, Juicy Kim, E. Brooks, and myself, we the Golden Girls. This is what we do.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I think I'm gonna bring the girl. So if I do the Golden Girls over here, will y'all be the Golden Girls and hit the panel?
E.
Cause
Brooks, E. Brooks
I was
ain't
thinking
hit the
about doing the
panel.
Golden Girls for y'all, for
Who
some of
is
the
E. Brooks?
supporters.
Blanche?
We don't know yet, Trey. They ain't even agreed to do it yet. I was thinking about doing the Golden Girls for some of these subscribers. But I thought people would feel a little, shade because the Golden Girls are older. But I love the Golden Girls. Hell, I'd be one of the Golden Girls. Shit, I will. I love them.
I
Ebru
mean,
said
well,
she
you
ain't no
are
damn
old.
golden. Ebru said she ain't no damn Golden Girl.
Well, you out the damn group then, heifer.
I'll be one of the Golden Girls. I sure will. I be everybody but Rose.
Why you don't want to
And
be Rose?
Rose was dumb as dirt. I'm sorry. She was a sweetheart, but she was dumb as dirt. I cannot. I'm not from St. Olaf.
But she funny though.
She was fun. I love her. By you, I don't know who gonna be Rose. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. But I love the Golden Girls. I would love to do the Golden Girls. I think we're gonna
I'm
between. I
very
think
disappointed
between
in
me and
E.
Flex,
Brooks.
we're gonna have about 3 or 4 damn sitcoms to do. Juice Kim is Rose. We already said it. Oh, okay, E. Bruce.
You
Now
know,
we gonna
Juicy
see if
Kim
Juicy Kim gonna agree to that.
she gonna cuss E. Brooks out. That's what
I
she gonna
know it.
do.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. She gonna get her for me too. I can't wait. Well, I ain't gonna lie. You remember how Juice Kim used to come up before we got deep into everything? How Juice Kim used to come up and say, "Well, I don't know these people, and I don't know what's going on." Remember that?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, she was a Rose back then. She really was. So that's not too far fetched. it's not too far fetched. I don't know if she need to be Rose or damn Blanche, the hoe.
Well, well, damn.
She could be either one. She could be
Juicy
Rose or Blanche,
Cam,
the hoe.
I didn't do it. That's them. It ain't me.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm
listen.
just saying. I'm just keeping it real.
Well, she's the one that said it. So hey,
That's what the thing about Juicy Kim people don't understand. She is a self-proclaimed hoe. She'll
yeah,
tell you.
I think she should be Blanche.
And don't get mad at me because I call her a thought.
She got mad at you. You called her a thought. She got mad.
She brought it up last night. She said, "You called me a thought." I said, "But you said you was."
Well, she don't get mad at me. I call her a hoe every day. She be calling my man. Every time she call, I call her a hoe. And she don't get mad either. She sure don't.
And
So, I don't know, Trey.
and now, True. Now your friend, your bruh, it has a foot fetish.
Who got a foot fetish?
I do not. I hate feet.
What was she talking about, Trey? What's up with the feet? The foot.
Juicy Cam saying I was rubbing her feet and stuff.
Oh, just Kim not snitched on you. Oh, well, I mean,
Mm.
I don't know what to tell you.
Speaking of
So,
thoughts,
I'm scared this thing's finna come next. What about it,
We
from?
listening.
exactly. Speaking of thoughts, Mr. Foot Fetish, you just be in so much shit.
Yes, he do. I'm gonna cut ties with Trey. I'm going to cut ties with Trey. Trey got a lot of shit going
So
on,
now
and
you understand why I keep my distance.
I'm gonna start keeping my distance. I'm just gonna stop. He like
I
boobs.
don't
He
be
boobs.
doing nothing.
I'm gonna tell you why he probably like boobs. He was probably breastfed.
I did.
Wow. Well, there you have it. There you have it, fun.
You can tell a
He can't
breastfed.
stay out of shit. He just cannot stay out of shit.
Not at all.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, Mr. Foot Fetish.
I be telling baby
And
Petty get
then
her little feet out my face.
and
I
then
don't play that.
over yonder down the street, you got a Spidey addiction.
A what addiction?
Leave my Spider Girl alone.
Oh God. I can't. I cannot.
Did you
Well,
write that down, Phyllis? Phyllis? I said
y'all gonna have to
Phyllis.
yeah, Silas did a whole y'all go check Silas video out. She talked about Trey and his debacles. She also had a real good message she uploaded today as well. So y'all go over there and check out Silas. Y'all just check out my community wall. And don't just stop at the first and second post or whatever. Go down my community wall. I wake up in the morning sharing people out, showing support. So y'all make sure y'all go check out my wall and support the True Sippers and State Gang, okay? With that being said, we're gonna get off of here because we do have to go to State Land, and then we'll be back on the other channel later. I appreciate you for hitting the link. Tomorrow, I gotta see who we gonna be listening to tomorrow from. Hopefully, somebody good.
Right.
And the truth will be back soon. He's been working, y'all. He is really working. And Trey will be over there in a minute. Thank you, Trey, for hitting the link. I appreciate y'all. Listen, fam, bam, I know there's a lot going on. I know it's a lot of concern. I've gotten so many messages. Apparently, it's some things being said and whatever. But just know that I'm good. My family is good. We are prayed up. We are covered. Words do not hurt us. We have been through enough to ignore, ignore, ignore. I'm back on that. I'm back on my ignore game, and it is tough. Okay, so I don't care. I don't care. I'm good. I'm going to continue to put out this content hashtag that matters, and we're gonna keep it moving, okay? So if you enjoy the positivity, just stick around. If you like the drama, then go on over there. I got some people that say they support me that enjoy sitting up listening to people talk about me. But hey, what I do know is that's not real support, and I don't get mad about fake
Right.
support leaving. I don't. Hashtag ignore. Thank you, X questions. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go support Trey. And hey B, good life. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, baby. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my fun bearer. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Come Correct, who's a track star. Shout out to the True Sippers. Shout out to my moderators and also my monetary contributors, whether they be anonymous or not. I appreciate it all. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all later. Fun, be good, girl.
I'm gonna try, child.
All right, man. Thank you, man, for showing up. I appreciate you. Bye, Candy Love. Love you. Bye, Kit Kat. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.